All right, sorry about that. If you're still with me, I was having some serious technical difficulties. I couldn't figure out what's going on. So I used StreamYard for a while, and last year I switched over because StreamYard gone way the hell up. I couldn't afford it. I switched over to Restream, but then they had a special on StreamYard, so I thought I'd come back. But man, I'm having a hell of a time getting used to this new setup, man. The buttons are all in the different places, and I can't seem to figure some things out. But anyways, my apologies because I am technologically challenged apparently. Man, but they change things around. I guess you assume when things get changed around it's for the better, but every time it happens it seems to make things harder for me. anyways, I digress. So let me start over. Anyway, let me start over. Action, take two. Anyways, wow, that was really brutal. Antifa Oktoberfest. Is it okay to punch a Nazi? Well, according to Captain America, it was. There's a lot more to say here, but the bottom line is Nazis are bad, and so is fascism. Yet it seems bizarre that many Americans have seemed to embrace it again. And then product number two, along those same lines, I have Republic Restorative's Fascist Tears. Fascist Tears, women-owned, crowd-funded, made in America. We celebrate an outspoken and disruptive attitude towards the production of quality American spirits. We are redefining the future of tradition is invited, distilled from grain. There we go. So this stuff is good. Is it my favorite vodka? In all honesty, no, but it is done well. It just comes down to certain preferences, if you will. I prefer a higher proof. But this again, this one is done very well. So anybody watching Sláinte? Fascist Tears are a little sweet and slightly bitter all the same time. And for Monaco Brewing, they're Antifa Oktoberfest, Sláinte. Well, hi, folks. If you're watching, so I mentioned I was gone. I came back. The comment section is set up different than it was before, and I'm struggling getting used to it again. As of now, again, I hit something I didn't realize I hit, and again, I'm technologically challenged. I'm an old guy. Old guys in technology. Although there are some out there that are good with it, and they will tell you, they will brag about it incessantly. You know, when Cheers came out all those years ago, the Cliff Clavin character seemed, it was funny, but it seemed unbelievable. But having worked in a bar now for a while, well, I haven't grown up in bars, but having worked there is always that guy. Maybe it's not quite Cliff Clavin, but really close. You got those guys that seem to be experts on everything, yet really know nothing. It's that level of that mixed level of arrogance and ignorance. Right? They're very confident that they know what they're talking about, especially when they don't. And every bar's got one, boy. When the bar know-it-all at the place I work at moved away, we said, man, we're never going to find anybody like that again, because that is the epitome of a bar know-it-all. But now we got another one. I said, damn, man, I never thought anybody would take that other person's place. But this one's clearing a bar in street shoes, man. It's clearing the bar in street shoes. Holy shit. There's always that guy, no matter where you are. Holy fuck, it's you, isn't it? Here's the bar know-it-all. Motherfuck. Of course, then there's me. I guess I'd be the bar. Uh, would be the word jokester, maybe the guy that always thinks he's funny, but probably isn't most of the time. That'd probably be me. Yeah, if I'm going to insult myself. Yeah. That's one thing Gen X does better than any generation: self-deprecating humor. No one can make fun of anybody from Gen X better than them themselves. Oh yeah, you say something bad about me, all right? No, you didn't even scratch the surface. Let me keep going. I'll ride that sucker till the wheels fall off. No one can make fun of me better than I can. It's not necessarily that we hate ourselves. It's more that if you can take somebody's joke or somebody's hurtful comment and then turn around and turn it into a joke, well, you take the power away from them. They're trying to hurt you with something, but you take it and make it funny. You're not saying what they've said isn't necessarily valid, but maybe they could have said it better if they really wanted to help, But they were trying to be hurtful. So you've taken that and turned it around and thrown it back in their face. You've taken that power away from them and you've made them look small. That's why Gen X does that. I've talked to other generations, especially millennials, who don't understand self-deprecating humor at all. It's not something they can ever do. And I've tried to explain that to them. This is why we do it. This is why we've turned it into an art form, because we've taken that power away. Why did we do that? Because boomers are assholes. Boomers are mean, and they pick on everybody. They're hard on millennials and all that. Those other folks, they are. But it started with boomers picking on Gen Xers. This is why Gen X is the way we are. This is why we are experts in self-deprecating humor. This is why we are experts in apathy as well. We act like we don't give a rat's ass about anything when deep inside we care about everything. But we fuck it. But deep inside, it's churning, baby. It's churning. That's why every Gen Xer has an ulcer. Every single one of us. This is why we eat Prevacid or whatever antacid like candy. Yeah. Whatever happens to be going around these days. Started with Tagamed and then became something else. And when Prevacid first came out, I said, oh man, I'm in. The ulcer hasn't got away and the heartburn isn't getting any better, but if I take that pill, I don't feel it so much. anyways, I digress. Let me set this down for a second. Let me show you this fascist tears, bro. This is nice vodka. Don't get me wrong from what I said earlier. I do prefer a higher proof vodka, but this one's done well. There's no bite per se. Again, it just comes down to small taste preferences, which sounds odd when you're talking about vodka, since it's not supposed to have a taste, but there's usually that I don't know how to explain. It's just supposed to feel refreshing. Again, this one is done very well. I guess for me, I just prefer a higher proof, but that could be my upbringing. That can be a lot of things, Tom. Anyways, but like I said, it is done well. I've got a couple other products from this distillery, and I got three. I've tried two of the three, and both are done extremely well. But having said that, I am more of a bourbon guy, and one of the other products is a bourbon, and that bourbon is insane. But I will tell you, I had to buy this vodka because it's called Fascist Tears, man. That name is brilliant. So what's interesting about that particular group of people is they're very high on the First Amendment unless you say something they don't like. They're very high on saying you have the right to say whatever you want, right up until somebody disagrees with them. And then they cry and run away. There's just a whole lot of chicken shit involved there. And there's a whole lot of chicken shit involved. They've got definite opinions, and all of us do. But the problem is with those on the extreme far right is that they can't prove it. Their opinions aren't justified. They have these extreme far right websites that think prove their point, but it's not fact. It's not based in fact. So when you question that, they have nowhere to go. So then they run away, take their ball, and go home and scream to mama that somebody's picking on it. Anyways, I digress. So I'm going to wrap this up here with my fascist tears and my Antifa Oktoberfest. Sláinte. I will tell you that there is absolutely no burn at all in that vodka. It is rather easy to drink. Finishing up my Antifa Oktoberfest. Let me show you the can one more time because I know I'm pronouncing the name wrong. I can't. Minokwa Brewing, Minoka. I'm not sure how they produce or pronounce it, but their products are done extremely well. Let me pour the rest of that beer in there and give you the spiel. I am. Who are you? I'm Tyler Beer, evangelist, both beer drinker, prayer wisdom, and cheese biscuits and gravy. Hold on a second. Hold on. Wait. Oh, excuse me. All around good guy. Sláinte.